Hello everybody, welcome to Back to School Night. I am Merritt Sansom, the chemistry and AP chemistry teacher here at Franklin. I'm going on my 12th year at Franklin and my 16th year teaching total. I will be running synchronous sessions for at least the first part of the semester. I do have kids at home, so unfortunately I'm pulled away from meetings fairly frequently. I have a student teacher named Karen Teak. She's an FHS graduate, class of 2012. She's been helping me out by running the chat and will gradually be taking over chemistry classes. Students have been made aware of my online norms and expectations for them as they run through synchronous meetings. I expect them to be on time, to have things charged. They will be muted as they come in, and I expect them to advocate for themselves as they navigate online learning. I want to give you the opportunity to observe your student's Canvas account. You're going to want to go online to lms.pps.net, and when you do that, you'll need to log in through your student's account through their account settings. So you'll click on account, you'll click on settings, and then if you notice on the right, there's a pair with an observer button. So you'll hit that button and you will have a pairing code generated for you for when you go to set up your own parent account. So when you go on to lms.pps.net, you will have the option to sign up as the parent of a Canvas user. So you'll click on parent of a Canvas user, and then you'll go through the parent sign up process. You'll fill out your information, you'll enter the student pairing code that you just looked up from your student's account in that field. Don't forget to check the agreeing to terms of service and agreeing to the privacy policy box. And then you'll hit start participating, and then you will have access to your student's Canvas account. You'll get to see announcements, notifications, late assignments, missing assignments, and you'll be able to monitor them that way. The Canvas homepage is set up with a lot of nice features. I've put recent announcements at the top, and I'll talk about this in a minute, but your students should really be using this announcements session as the hub of their course. You'll notice that there is a to-do list on the right side of the homepage, and as long as your child's teacher has put in a due date for an assignment, it will show up in their to-do list. So every day when they log in, they'll be able to use that as a checklist to take care of what they need to do for that day, as long as they're looking for each of their classes. I've put a course meeting time schedule on the homepage. Each of these are live links, so the student can follow the schedule as a regular 5-day week progresses, and they will be able to click on any of these links, and these links will take them to my Zoom meeting room. At the bottom of this page, I've put an area where you can request an appointment with myself or Ms. Teak. These are mainly for afternoon and evening appointments. The office hours during the week and asynchronous times that you see in the afternoon act as tutorial periods where students can drop in and ask questions. I ask that the appointment scheduling at the very bottom be reserved for outside of class time. So these are going to be evenings and weekends. The benefit of having a student teacher is our availability is doubled. So we are able to offer that time in the afternoon and evenings where we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. I encourage students to use the announcements as the hub for our course. I will send out announcements weekly at about 11 or so in the evening on Sunday at the beginning of a week. This will go over what I expect from students during both synchronous and asynchronous sessions. For synchronous sessions, we use a flipped classroom model. I record video lectures and post those for students to watch and take notes on during the week. During synchronous sessions, we will go over those lessons that students learned independently. We will do practice problems using a program called Formative that I'll talk about in a minute. This is where we will do our tests, especially when they are group tests, and labs that we will take as a group. Asynchronous sessions involve those pre-recorded lectures, homework quizzes, current events, and tutorial drop-in time. Formative is a really great program that was offered to us for distance learning this year. You'll see the picture on the left is the student view, and in that view you can see a lot of different types of questions. There are fill-in-the-blank questions, multiple choice, there's show your work options, and the reason I like this is because I can I can communicate with students in real time. It's very hard to do that in an online setting, but if they're in breakout rooms working on this in small groups, I'm able to then visit them digitally through their work informative. You can see there's a column that's got a few red answers in it. That tells me that students don't really understand that question. The more red, the more I have to worry about calling them back and going over these questions. The more green I see, the better, and the less I have to address things in large group as students are addressing these practice problems. One of the main concerns that parents shared with me during the beginning of the year survey was the lack of engagement and the lack of online or hands-on learning activities. The best we can do is a program called Pivot Interactives. These are lab videos, interactive lab videos through Vernier. We've had a lot of good luck. Vernier has been very kind to us in the past, and we've been able to gain access to this program. Students will watch videos about lab activities that we'll be doing. They're in real time, and they'll be able to see what happens as different things are added. They'll be able to make predictions. They will be able to then perform calculations and error analysis based on different trials assigned to each group. Like I said, it's not ideal, but it's the best we can do with the materials that we've been given. If we are able, and when we are able to return to the building, I will be offering labs in tutorial sessions and after school sessions for those students that are interested in seeing how these labs look in an actual school setting rather than just digitally. We were asked to keep these videos under 8 minutes, so unfortunately I don't have a lot of time to get into all of the aspects of this course. I do ask you to please reach out to me anytime. I'm available through email is the best option, msansom@pps.net. I'm going to be putting out information about things like dual credit opportunities, science fair opportunities, and clubs that I advise that are looking for more participants. So please be on the lookout and have your student be on the lookout for these opportunities.